Merry Christmas, it's Trav here from Neighborhood and welcome back for our very final HubSpot update for 2023. Now with one of our biggest updates we've ever had this year, we're getting things kicked off with a slightly smaller version from last month. But just a reminder, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos. Now just a reminder, we held our HubSpot User Group this week, which covered all things AI and how to use some of the tools. Now if you want to watch the recording, you can click up here or the link is in the description below. It was a great session for those that want to learn more about how to use the tool, so get stuck in. Let's get kicked off with the updates. Jumping into what we can expect to see integrated into the HubSpot platform are the upcoming Marketing Hub integrations. An update in Marketing Hub is the feature that allows you to tag Instagram profiles in photos and reels, facilitating the process instead of having to do it in Instagram directly, allowing marketers to be more efficient in saving time when planning and drafting weekly, monthly social posts in HubSpot. This update will be available to all Marketing Pro customers. Next, we're excited to announce the new programmable email limits, which have now been introduced by increased limits by 5x. Now when you use a CRM token in these types of emails, you'll be able to send them with a total of 500,000 recipients in case you only add one CRM Hub function, 250,000 recipients if you add two CRM Hub functions, 165 if you add three, 125 if you add four, and lastly, 100,000 recipients when you add a total of 5 Hub functions. We got there in the end. Also, keep in mind that exceeding limits will delay or cancel your email. A/B split testing is not available, and if you need to send to more than one programmable email, allow an hour between each. That way, any of the programmable emails are not affected or altered. This will be available to all Marketing Hub Pro Plus customers. For those in the USA, HubSpot will now provide an estimate of how many segments may be used for a specific message within the SMS editor while you create the content for your SMS. This update will give marketers more transparency into their overall message segment usage. Also, this feature will be available to Marketing Hub Pro customers. However, it is currently available only to customers in the US region, so bummer for us in Australia. Finally, for Marketing Hub users, HubSpot have just released a new metric that marketing enterprise customers will now see in their revenue attribution card across the HubSpot platform. This metric sums the total amount of all of the deals that were closed where a contact engaged with an asset, creating an association deal value to get better insights. Next up for CMS. Importing navigation elements have just got easier. Now in HubSpot, all of the navigation elements that the import tool is able to scan will be imported firstly in the preview display so it can be removed in case of any navigation element that you don't want included. To keep the marketers on the roll with the efficiency of the HubSpot portal, HubSpot have just now made it possible with the publishing and updating process to make it even quicker with a one-click action. When it comes to publishing new content or updating existing content, HubSpot will keep you in the content editor after publishing or updating, so you can switch to the next page or post that you want to edit right away. This feature will be available across all hubs and tiers. Now, moving on into Service Hub updates. The Workflow Templates library has 4 new templates for support use cases. Now you'll be able to see and preview the templates in the template library, although these templates are only available to use depending on your hub or tier, since certain object-based workflows and actions are only available in certain hubs and tiers. That's confusing. The new templates allow you to tell ticket owners when the SLA is due soon. The second one is to set priority on the tickets. The third is to create tickets based on ticket source. And the last one is to assign an owner to a ticket. Another new feature, playbooks have only been available in a list in the side panel of a company, deal, ticket, and custom object record pages. But that all changes with the recommended Enable CRM card update, putting the playbooks of your team's needs right in front of the users that they need them exactly at the right times, bringing recommended playbooks to the center panel of the CRM record pages. This feature will be available to Sales and Service Hub Pro customers. For the analytic geeks out there, HubSpot has now integrated a call analytics page that simplifies the data evaluation process by providing an out-of-the-box reporting. This dedicated page ensures that all HubSpot calling users can conveniently access their essential calling data with just a few clicks, streamlining the analysis of their team's calling activities. And it will be available to Sales and Service Hub Plus customers. HubSpot have new goal templates to create goals, assign targets, and measure success using the new goal templates available in the Goals Templates library. It's important to mention that goal templates for deals created, calls made, and meetings booked templates will be available for all Sales Hub Pro customers. And goal templates for average ticket resolution time, average ticket response time, and tickets closed will be available for all Service Hub Pro customers. For those watching from the USA, moving to the Commerce Hub, HubSpot has integrated an updated line item sidebar for the payment links to make it faster and easier to get paid. HubSpot Payments is now available to all US-based customers using Starter, Professional, or Enterprise Edition of any hub. Again, for those in the USA, for Commerce Hub, there is also an easier way with signups. If you already have an existing Stripe account, Oath Connect allows you to easily connect your existing Stripe account and begin collecting payments with the new Stripe payment processing. This means that you can now ensure all your important financial data is in one place. This implementation is available to all users with Starter Plus plans. For our fellow web developers out there, HubSpot is implementing a daily record enrollment limit for workflows and development test accounts. Starting November 1st, you will be able to enroll up to 100,000 records per Sandbox account per day. Before this update, developers could enroll an unlimited amount of records per Sandbox account. That way, they can ensure optimal performance within the sandboxes themselves. This new limit is out on all app test accounts found in the developer accounts. Next, HubSpot have a new number formatting for specific currency and percentages, along with controlling the display of the decimal places and negative numbers in custom report building. This is a neat integration when analyzing data inside an organization's report. In other words, now with greater control over how measures are formatted in a report visualization, you can now ensure that each report is conveying the insights that you need. As for every number field type that is used in the report, you'll have an additional format option in the edit field section, giving you the option to display and convert your field values in the ways that you need. This will be available to all Tier Pro Plus customers. Another important update to the CRM platform is the possibility for tracking and auditing when a user creates, updates, or deletes a pipeline in your HubSpot account, allowing a display of a centralized audit log to mitigate unseen mistakes, helping super admins answer questions like who changed the ticket pipeline or who deleted this deal stage. This audit log will be available to all enterprise customers. Similar to the last update, we will now be able to track and audit when a user makes a change in the settings, but with a twist of keeping track of when a user enables or disables the auto associate companies to contact settings, or when a user enables or disables the new AI assistant settings for the content prompts or customer analysis. And as always, this will be available to all enterprise customers. Another feature integrated into the CRM platform is the new Use in Actions menu inside lists, allowing you to quickly use a specific list to gain insights or take actions across other HubSpot tools. Once you create a list, you'll be able to track its engagement's performance using the custom report builder, datasets, or customer journey analytics, automate a campaign for the segment you're using in workflows, and share a review of that list with the team. This will be available to all Pro Plus customers. Next in this HubSpot update are the changes to track and audit when a user creates, updates, or deletes a list in your account. It will now be in a centralized audit log to allow super admins to monitor changes and answers like who created a list and when, who deleted or restored a list and when, and who changed the filters in a list, who converted a list from active to static. These audit log changes will be available to all enterprise customers as well. Another great update in HubSpot is the possibility for users to now see all of their options up front and choose from a list of records to associate. To check they're selecting the right record, it is as simple as either navigating to a particular record or seeing additional information about that record by hovering over it. Ensuring the experience is efficient as the record association process is streamlined by allowing users to easily identify the records to associate and navigate to those records directly. This feature will be available to all hubs and tiers. Nice one. Next up is the new integrations for the sales email extension to blocked IP addresses. As before, it was applying the same blocked IP settings to all portals a user belongs to, resulting in errors. This is why HubSpot is stepping up the game, adjusting the notifications from a specific IP address so that the settings in one portal are only applied to the notifications of that portal. That way, if a user is in multiple portals, you may have different lists or IP addresses to block unwanted sales emails open or click notifications from other portals. This new feature will be available to all hubs and tiers, which is really great. Lastly, on our updates for the CRM platform, HubSpot is allowing users to now use information in the import file to autofill fill the various fields that need to be filled when creating a property within the import flow. For example, your column header will become the property label. If all of the property values are numbers, HubSpot will create a number property for you. And if your file contains many repetitive values, HubSpot will create a drop-down select property for you. And even better, HubSpot will also load the values within your file into the property, saving you the hassle of having to enter them into the property manually. Thank you. Good to note that this will be available to everybody as well, so that's a good win too. Coming to the mobile app, HubSpot will now be able to find missed and dismissed notifications in the new mobile notification center, and it'll be available for Android and iOS customers across all hubs and tiers. A new feature added is the new forecasting on mobile, which now supports the ability to submit and check forecasts for all pipelines for the sales forecast on iOS and Android. That way, users can now make informed decisions wherever they are at all times. Feature will be available for all customers with Sales Hub Pro plans. Lastly, on the mobile side of things, Android users can now create and edit scheduled meetings in the mobile app. Thanks to HubSpot's calendar sync with Google Calendars or the Outlook calendar, these meetings will appear in the native calendar app and guests will receive the invitations. This was launched for iOS recently, but is now integrated for the Android users who could only log a meeting previously. This integration will be available across all hubs and tiers as well. Next up, HubSpot now has an integration with Slack that allows you to holistically connect your Slack workspace to the HubSpot inbox. That way, your teams working in Slack can now ensure that they don't miss anything that comes into their inbox, minimizing missed messages and wait times for their customers. This integration will be available to all HubSpot users across the platform. Next, for multi-hub updates, when you now are mentioning a user in a comment, you can now check to see if that user mentioned has permission to view the asset that you're commenting on, which is a great prompt to verify permission access between users. This update will be available to all Pro Plus customers as well. Lastly, but not least, on the December updates, now Domain Connect allows you to log into your DNS provider from inside HubSpot and connect your existing domain with a couple of clicks. Cloudflare domains will also be an additional Domain Connect provider, which will allow you to make it easier for customers who have Cloudflare domains to connect them right directly to HubSpot. Now, this feature is across all hubs and tiers as well. And that wraps up our December HubSpot update, the very, very last for the year. Just want to say a big thank you to everybody that tunes in and supports the channel. We make a lot of these videos every single month across a whole bunch of different types of educational topics. But a big thank you to everybody that does tune in. We'll be back. We'll be taking a couple of weeks off over the Christmas break, but a big thank you to you guys as well for tuning in, and we will see you in 2024. Thank you again, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.